Hello, Plato Academy families. This email is for our 5th grade ELA scholars and their digital data folder. Now, we cannot have student-led conferences as normally due to COVID-19 restrictions. So what I have is the students are sending you their digital data folders, and you can feel free to review it with them and ask them questions about each slide. Just in case, I've also attached this video to the emails that students sent out with their goals, and we're going to go over every single slide so you can look at your specific student. This will be blank for the presentation purposes, so your student should have this completely filled out. The very first page it takes you to is the goals page, where a student will write their reading and writing goals. I have an example of a writing goal already posted for some students to use, and students should have a reading goal based on their individual needs. The next bottom tab is iStation. This tells the student their overall iStation reading level. Their goal, an expectation, is all level 3s in every single category. Their overall tells us how an average of all the areas put together. So their overall should also be a 3 or higher. It goes up to a level 5. 3 is on grade level. I always tell the students 3 is where you need to be. Comprehension, word analysis and spelling, vocabulary, and text fluency. Text fluency is the area that students sometimes struggle with if they are not focused or paying attention. This rates how the students are doing with clicking onto the next problem, how long it takes them for a problem, etc. The percentile rank on the left side of the table is for how the student is performing in regards to all the other 5th grade students that have taken this test. Our ELA goal is a 54th percentile or above. So that says you're about average with 50% or more of your like peers in this testing situation. So this should be around a 54% or higher, and the overall should be level 3s. If there's an area that's not a level 3 or higher, then students will be using those specific areas, whichever one is the lowest, in order to help them focus and hone in on those different skills with iStation. Up next is the reading level. Now, this is our Lexile level that is also using the iStation report that you just saw the breakdown of in the last slide. Our expectations are to be at around 950 Lexile points throughout by the end of the year, by May. So I took that and I broke that down between the different months. So you'll see usually students come in around an 800 Lexile, and hopefully by the end we're at a 950. Now please keep in mind, COVID-19 has definitely changed this. A lot of students are much lower coming in, and that's because our traditional schooling has obviously changed due to COVID-19. So just be aware that these are goals to reach that are attainable for most students now that the school year is back in swing. The next tab is our writing tab. Our writing tab may have several different typed in answers. There may be even more than what I'm presenting to you. Our goal changes throughout the year at the bottom. The end of the year grade level expectation is a 7 out of 10, which is a C, on our FSA rubric, which you can find just by Googling FSA 5th grade writing rubric. And on that, passing the FSA requires a 7 out of 10. So throughout, you'll notice that we go from 4 to 5 to 6. That's because regardless going from an A+ 4th grade essay, the standards and goals increase every single year. So a perfect 4th grade paper is not a perfect 5th grade paper. That's why you'll see our goals and our scores change. I put an arrow here to show the students that all the way down should be going up. So our baseline light pollution we took back in the beginning of the school year. Then one of the next big tests that we took was an informational essay on octopus survival. I also try to put if it's an opinion or informational, the students know most of the time. So we will keep adding to this every time we take a major assignment or a test. The last tab on here is our reading tab. Now, this will have their baselines, their mid-year assessment, and their end-of-the-year assessment. We use a website called Pearson, which is our textbook site, and we check the students. Now, I have some made up numbers here to show the students that you just should see an increase. Our goal is at the beginning of the year, obviously, to know about half of what we're doing with your fourth grade standards. Again, we're not going to be able to reach 100 with a perfect fourth grade score because the expectations have increased. Mid-year, you should be around a 60% or higher, and the end of the year, again, passing FSA, about a 70%. Also lower, I have a few passages that I was keeping track of, and the students were helping me keep track of. And I have an example. They were getting a on grade level passage or near end of the year grade level passage and asked questions. And those questions were assigned point values, and they had to try and get a 70% or higher. So I had an example one here. There should be about 4, if not more, that we will be filling out and continuing to fill out throughout the year. I hope this helps you out with your student. And if you have any questions, please email me and let me know. Thank you and have a great day.